Mermaid, To A Mermaid in the coastal village of Jamestown, Accra, where fishermen battled the Atlantic waves and children played on sandy shores. An ancient legend whispered through the breeze. They said the sea claimed lovers just as it claimed ships, and sometimes it gave them back. This is where Kwaku, a young fisherman, found himself entangled in a scandal that would haunt the village for generations. Kwaku was admired by many, handsome, broad-shouldered with skin glistening from hours at sea. Women in the village whispered his name, but none more than Akua, a fiery young woman who hoped to become his wife. Yet, fate played cruelly. One stormy night, while casting his nets too far from shore, Kwaku's canoe capsized. Villagers feared he had drowned. But when dawn broke, he was found washed ashore, alive, and clutching the hand of a woman unlike any they had seen. She was breathtaking, skin glowing like polished bronze, eyes a strange green, long black hair dripping like seaweed, legs that shimmered as though they might at any moment become a tail. The villagers gasped. Some whispered, "Mummy Water, a sea goddess." She gave her name as Nana. From that day, Kwaku refused to let her go. Against warnings from elders, he declared Nana his wife. At first, their love burned hot. Nana was unlike the village women, wild, mysterious, with laughter that carried like waves. But strange things began to happen. Fishermen complained their nets were empty, while Kwaku's canoe overflowed with fish. Women whispered that Nana was using sea magic. At night, men swore they saw her slip into the waves and return at dawn. Akua, still heartbroken, watched from the shadows. She noticed that every man who lingered too close to Nana disappeared from the village within days. One night, she followed. She saw Nana meeting secretly at the beach, her hands caressing a stranger sailor passing through Accra's port. Their bodies entangled beneath the moonlight, waves covering their scandalous embrace. Akua gasped. The wife of Kwaku, already suspected of witchcraft, was having affairs with strangers. But the scandal didn't end there. Days later, Kwaku himself was caught in his own betrayal. Unable to resist Akua's fiery persistence, he lay with her in a fisherman's hut while his sea wife was away. Their secret hookup spread like fire when a child spotted them through a crack. The village was divided, half feared Nana's wrath, half despised her for corrupting Kwaku. Then, the twist struck. Nana revealed she was carrying Kwaku's child, but the baby would never belong fully to the land. This child, she said with a sly smile, will one day rule both sea and shore. The king's elders demanded she leave, calling her a curse. Furious, Nana summoned a storm that sank 3 canoes and flooded the beach. But instead of destroying Kwaku, she spared him, whispering, "I love you still, though you betray me." The scandal deepened when Akua confessed she too was pregnant with Kwaku's child. The village erupted. 2 women, one human and one of the sea, both carrying his blood. Which child would inherit his legacy? The elders, desperate, declared a ritual beneath the moon to test the truth. On the night of the ritual, the griot chanted while villagers gathered under palm torches. Nana stood glowing, her belly round, the waves trembling as if alive. Akua stood opposite, her eyes blazing with pride. Kwaku, torn, dropped to his knees. The priest poured libation, calling the gods to reveal the father of destiny. Suddenly, the sea roared. Nana's form shifted, her legs melting into a shimmering tail. Gasps filled the night. She lifted her arms and cried, "If this man betrays me again, he will drown with his lies." With one swift motion, she kissed Kwaku deeply before vanishing into the sea, leaving behind a golden seashell pulsing with light. Months later, both women gave birth. Akua bore a boy, strong and crying like thunder. Nana never returned, but fishermen swore they saw a child with green eyes playing among dolphins near the reef. Kwaku grew old, torn between 2 worlds, raising his son on land while dreaming of the son he would never hold beneath the waves. And so the scandal of Jamestown lived on. They called it the Curse of Kwaku, a man married to a sea mermaid. Torn by forbidden hookups, father to 2 children, one bound to the land, the other to the sea. And on quiet nights when the tide is high, villagers swear they hear laughter drifting from the ocean, the echo of Nana's love and her revenge.